What if I told you that some of Hollywood's most beloved faces, the ones that made you fall in love with movies, that graced magazine covers worldwide, that defined beauty for an entire generation, no longer exist? Tonight, we're uncovering the shocking truth behind 10 celebrities who traded their natural, iconic beauty for something unrecognizable. These aren't just before and after photos. These are cautionary tales of obsession, desperation, and the dangerous pursuit of perfection that went horribly wrong. From boxing legends to beloved sitcom stars, from international sensations to American icons, each story will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about beauty, fame, and the price of trying to stop time. Before we dive into these jaw-dropping transformations, hit that subscribe button, because what you're about to see will change how you look at celebrity culture forever. Mickey Rourke, the warrior who lost his war. Remember the Mickey Rourke who made hearts race in the 1980s? That rugged, magnetic presence with piercing eyes and a jawline that could cut glass? He wasn't just an actor. He was the definition of masculine beauty. The bad boy every woman wanted and every man wanted to be. But Mickey's greatest passion became his greatest curse. His love for boxing led to devastating facial injuries that required extensive reconstructive surgery. 5 nose surgeries alone, plus major work on fractured cheekbones. What should have been medical necessity became an obsession with perfection. The surgeries left him with an artificially puffy appearance, exaggerated cheekbones, and expressions frozen by Botox. The man who once embodied raw masculinity became unrecognizable. Mickey later admitted he trusted the wrong surgeon, but the damage was done. His comeback in The Wrestler proved his talent survived, even if his iconic face didn't. Anastasia Pokreshchuk, the woman who rewrote beauty. How far would you go to never be invisible again? For Ukrainian sensation Anastasia Pokreshchuk, the answer was shocking. Once describing herself as a plain gray mouse, she transformed into the woman with the world's biggest cheeks, and she's proud of it. Her journey began modestly in her 20s, but escalated into something extraordinary. Today, her dramatically sculpted cheeks dominate her face with sharp, angular volumes that defy nature. Combined with significantly plumped lips and a reshaped jawline, she's created a look that's impossible to ignore. Critics call it extreme, unnatural, even frightening. But for Anastasia, this transformation wasn't about beauty standards. It was about power. She traded invisibility for infamy, silence for sensation. Her story raises profound questions about identity, self-worth, and whether true beauty lies in being unforgettable rather than conventionally attractive. Bryan, the nightmare that never ended. Sometimes the pursuit of beauty becomes a horror story. Bryan's tragedy began with a simple desire: restore youthful volume to her face. What happened next would haunt her for years and serve as a warning to millions. In 2009, the Florida mother trusted the wrong hands. Instead of safe dermal fillers, toxic substances including silicone were injected into her forehead and cheeks. Within months, her face began swelling uncontrollably. Her forehead grew so enlarged it hung over her eyes, stealing her vision and her life. Carol had to tape her forehead up just to see. Friends disappeared. She became a prisoner in her own home, avoiding mirrors, avoiding life. Multiple failed surgeries followed before 2 heroic surgeons performed a grueling 17-hour operation to save her. They restored some of her appearance, but she permanently lost sight in one eye. Today, Carol uses her pain to protect others, speaking out about the dangers of unregulated cosmetic procedures. Her courage transforms tragedy into triumph, proving that true beauty lies in helping others avoid your fate. Courtney Cox, the friend who lost herself. What happens when America's sweetheart becomes unrecognizable? Courtney Cox's journey from Monica Geller to cautionary tale broke millions of hearts. Her fresh, natural glow on Friends made her the girl next door everyone adored. The transformation began subtly. A little Botox here, some filler there. But in Hollywood's youth-obsessed culture, small steps became giant leaps. Her cheeks grew unnaturally plump, her forehead frozen in time. The vibrant expressions that made Monica lovable disappeared behind a mask of artificial perfection. Fans watched in horror as their beloved star became unrecognizable. Courtney herself admitted she no longer saw herself in the mirror. Each procedure created the need for another, a domino effect of surgical fixes. The woman who once radiated authenticity became a stranger to herself. In 2017, Courtney made the brave decision to dissolve her fillers and embrace natural aging. Her story reminds us that real beauty isn't about freezing time. It's about staying true to who you are, wrinkles and all. Igor and Grichka Bogdanoff, the twins who became aliens. Few transformations in television history sparked more fascination than the Bogdanoff twins. Igor and Grichka first captivated French audiences in the 1970s with their science shows, admired for their chiseled features and intellectual charisma. By the late 1990s, something changed. Their appearances began morphing into something otherworldly. Dramatically sculpted cheekbones, elongated chins, and fuller lips created a look so unusual that people questioned whether they were still human. Their 2009 Cannes Film Festival appearance shocked the world. The twins denied plastic surgery, claiming their transformation resulted from scientific experimentation. Whether truth or fiction, they had rewritten the definition of human beauty. Some recoiled in horror, others couldn't look away. They became living science fiction, characters from their own futuristic shows. Their story raises disturbing questions about identity, obsession, and how far humans will go to transcend natural limitations. The Bogdanoffs didn't just change their faces, they challenged our understanding of humanity itself. Jocelyn Wildenstein, the Catwoman who lost her humanity. Some transformations become legends. Jocelyn Wildenstein's journey into feline beauty created one of the most unforgettable faces in modern history. Her obsession allegedly began during her marriage to billionaire art dealer Alec Wildenstein, whose love for exotic cats may have inspired her radical transformation. Spending millions over decades, Jocelyn reshaped herself into something otherworldly. Multiple eye surgeries created a distinctly cat-like gaze that mesmerized and horrified in equal measure. Dramatic cheek implants and fillers sculpted angular features that bore no resemblance to her original face. At 84, she remains a fixture in elite social circles, as famous for her appearance as her lavish lifestyle. She denies excessive surgery, claiming her look reflects her Swiss heritage. Whether born or built, her transformation sparked global conversations about beauty, identity, and the limits of self-expression. Jocelyn's story isn't just about surgery, it's about the power of reinvention and the price of refusing to be ordinary. Pete Burns, the artist who became his canvas. When does self-expression become self-destruction? For dead or alive frontman. Pete Burns, that line blurred beyond recognition. Known for the hit You Spin Me Round, Pete was equally famous for his ever-changing appearance and fearless self-expression. It started with a broken nose requiring reconstruction, but that single surgery unleashed an obsession that consumed his life. 4 nose jobs reshaped his face until his original features vanished entirely. Sharp cheek implants created dramatic contours that overwhelmed his other features. His lips became his most iconic and controversial feature. Multiple enhancement procedures swelled them to dangerous proportions, eventually requiring emergency surgery to prevent permanent damage. The pain was so severe he could barely open his mouth. By his death, Pete had undergone over 300 cosmetic procedures, his face became a living timeline of obsession, artistry, and pain. To some, he represented unlimited self-expression. To others, a tragic cautionary tale. But Pete Burns left behind a legacy no one could forget, the ultimate fusion of beauty and destruction. Rajee Narinesingh, the survivor who saved others. The pursuit of beauty should never become a fight for survival. Rajee Narinesingh's story represents the darkest side of cosmetic enhancement, the world of illegal procedures that destroy lives. In 2005, seeking facial refinement, she turned to underground injections that promised affordable beauty. Instead of safe dermal fillers, she was injected with a horrifying mixture of cement, tire sealant, and mineral oil by an unlicensed criminal posing as a professional. The toxic cocktail hardened under her skin, creating painful lumps that left her face misshapen and nearly unrecognizable. Her dream of soft, fuller cheeks became a nightmare of asymmetry and trauma. For years, Rajee withdrew from public life, consumed by shame and emotional pain. The mirror became her enemy, society her judge. Salvation came through the TV show Botched, where skilled surgeons worked to repair the damage. While some effects remained permanent, they restored much of her natural beauty and her hope. Today, Rajee transforms her tragedy into triumph, warning others about the dangers of illegal procedures. Her courage saves lives, proving that true beauty lies in protecting others from your pain. Priscilla Presley, the icon who trusted the wrong hands. Even American royalty isn't immune to cosmetic tragedy. Priscilla Presley, once the epitome of timeless elegance and grace, became an unwitting victim of surgical deception. Her transformation from beloved icon to cautionary tale shocked a generation that grew up admiring her natural beauty. In 2003, she placed her trust in Daniel Serrano, an unlicensed practitioner who injected her face with industrial-grade silicone. The results were devastating. Her soft, elegant features hardened into a mask-like appearance. Lumps formed beneath her skin. Nerve damage distorted her expressions. And the warm glow that defined her vanished. Corrective surgery in 2008 couldn't fully repair the damage. Her sculpted cheekbones became unnaturally puffy. Her lips stretched unnaturally wide. Botox and multiple facelifts left her forehead frozen, her eyes unable to convey the emotion they once expressed so effortlessly. A 2019 battle with skin cancer added another layer of tragedy. Afraid of scars, she turned to more procedures, hoping to preserve the face the world remembered. But in chasing youth, she lost herself entirely. Priscilla's story reminds us that one wrong decision can spiral into years of regret, and that true beauty can never be recaptured once it's lost. These 10 stories reveal a disturbing truth about our culture's obsession with physical perfection. From Mickey Rourke's boxing injuries to Priscilla Presley's toxic injections, each transformation represents a different path to the same tragic destination, losing yourself in the pursuit of an impossible ideal. What's most heartbreaking is that each of these individuals was already beautiful, already successful, already admired by millions. Yet they felt compelled to change themselves, whether by necessity, pressure, or personal obsession. Their stories serve as powerful reminders that true beauty comes from authenticity, not alteration. The next time you consider changing something about yourself, remember these faces. Remember that perfection is an illusion, that natural beauty is irreplaceable, and that the most attractive quality anyone can possess is the confidence to be themselves. What do you think about these shocking transformations? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity revelations that will change how you see Hollywood forever.